Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention for just a moment? While we wait for our bride to arrive, there are just a couple of things I would like to make mention of. By request of our bride and groom, would you please refrain from posting any photos or videos of today's proceedings on social media? Secondly, I am to let you know that there will be refreshments available after the ceremony on the lawn behind us while the professional photos are being taken. What a perfect day it is for a wedding. My name is Shari Newlands and I will be officiating the ceremony today. Let me extend a warm welcome to our lovely bride, her children and extended family who have travelled from Greece to be here today, and in fact to all our guests from near and far. It is always a blessing to bear witness to the union of two lovely people. My favourite part of this job is listening to the stories of how couples met and what events led up to this moment. No story has moved me more than the one of Jim and Toula, high school sweethearts who lost contact with each other when Jim's family moved to Australia. Both Jim and Toula went on to marry other people, each having two beautiful children and many good years with their then significant others. Then fate stepped in, and under not so lovely circumstances, they both found themselves single again. Thank God for Facebook. They were reunited, and luckily for them, the flame that had burnt so brightly all those years ago was reignited. Jim and Toula get the second chance that many of us do not. Today, they come together to publicly declare their love and join in marriage. Jim's sister Nikki will now read an extract from a letter written by Paul Perard in 1918. Thank you, Nikki. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage according to law in Australia is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life.
I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law of Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into it for life.
Jim, would you turn and face Toula and repeat after me? I call upon the persons here present
I call upon persons here present
to witness that I, James Stephen Peters, take thee, Toula Christakos, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, James Stephen Peters, take thee, Toula Christakos, to be my lawful wedded wife.
Toula, repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the persons here present.
I call upon the persons here present
To witness that I call upon the persons here present
To witness that I,
witness that I
Toula Christakos. To witness that I,
Toula Christakos,
Toula Christakos,
Toula Christakos,
Toula Christakos,
take thee, James Stephen Peters, to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband. to be my lawful wedded husband.
The rings are the symbol of betrothal from the most ancient times. Jim and Toula will now exchange rings. The exchange signifies that in married life, the weakness of the one partner will be compensated by the strengths of the other, the imperfections of one by the perfections of the other. Individually, the newly betrothed are incomplete. Together, they are made perfect. Thus, the exchange of rings signifies that the spouses in marriage will constantly complement each other and be enriched by the union. In the presence of your friends and family, you have both taken vows, exchanged rings, and expressed the desire to enter into this marriage together. So it is with great pleasure that I can now pronounce you husband and wife. Jim, you may kiss your bride. We will now sign the marriage certificate, so sit back and enjoy this lovely piece of music. One final quote for the day from an unknown author. Being someone's first love may be great, but to be their last is beyond perfect. May the two of you be each other's last loves. Join me in welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Peters.